really know how to play chess that well. You know, you say it in
Yeah.
your own words,
Ton of stuff
but
going
how
on.
easy or how
In the Rose
difficult
Room.
is it to learn chess?
Is life-size chess easier?
And more. All right. I think we're gonna get started with Candace now. Do you want to start like a song or a story?
I'm trying to think if we should wait for a couple other people or.
I can make another announcement outside.
You guys,
How long is this cord?
patience just to see if we can get a few more folks? Oh. I will turn my mic on. Now it's on. You hear any difference? How about now? No? Is it because that one's on, do you think? Okay. Oh, how's that, guys? Good, good. Okay. Okay, this is. How's everybody this evening? Good, good. We're just waiting to see if there's going to be a few more people. And I'm trying to figure out what stories to tell because we have a mixed age audience here. We have a mixed age audience. Want to think of the best stories to tell. That's it? Should I begin? Yep. Okay. You can clap with the rhythm of the drum. Okay, good evening. Hi. A little bit louder. Good evening. All right. Buenas noches. Jumbo. Assalamu alaikum. Konnichiwa. Aloha. Zdravstvuyte. What's up? What language is that? Let's go over that again. This means good. Try it. This means good. This arm represents the horizon. This arm represents the sun lowering down in the evening. Those are greetings from all over the world because I'm a storyteller. The stories I tell come from all over the world. And right now, I want to tell you a story that comes from the West African country of Nigeria. What's the name of the country? Nigeria. Now, there's a line in this story that I want you to repeat 3 times whenever you hear it, and it goes like this. I do not take without giving back. Let's practice that 3 times. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. Okay, that's your part in the story. hands together. There was once a man and a woman who lived on a farm, and one year all of their crops died because there wasn't a single drop of rain. The only plant that survived was a great big yam. Now, yams are a kind of vegetable that are often confused with sweet potatoes, and they're a very, very important source of food in the country of Nigeria. So they gave the yam to their daughter. They said, "Daughter, please take this yam, go up to the marketplace and trade it for something valuable. Make sure that it's a good trade, because this is the only thing that we have left on our farm." Now, the daughter loved her parents very, very much. She would do anything for them. And so she put the yam in her basket. She hurried up the road to the marketplace. But when she was halfway there, she passed a stream of water, crystal clear water. She thought to herself, "I could take this yam and wash it off in the water, and it will be cleaner, and I can trade it for something more valuable when I get to the marketplace." So she went down the hill right to the edge of the stream, and she started dipping her yam over and over and over again in the water, rinsing it off, washing it off. But the water was flowing very, very rapidly, very, very strongly, and it swept the yam right out of her hand. She said, "Hey, stream, give me back my yam. Give me back my yam." "Oh, I can't do that," said the stream. "Your yam is gone forever. But I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back." I never take something without giving something in return, said the stream. "And therefore I will give you," who can guess what the stream is going to give to the girl in exchange for the yam? What do you think? You're not sure. What do you think? Ah, that's a good guess. But actually the stream said, "I shall give you a fish." And the stream gave the girl a large silver fish. She thought, "Today's my lucky day. My parents will be able to cook so many meals with this big fish." And she walked down the road holding that shiny fish in her hands when all at once a hawk, a big wild hawk, dove out of the sky and snatched the fish away. She said, "Hey, hawk, give me back my fish. Come on, give me back my fish." "It's too late," said the hawk. "Your fish is gone forever. But I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back." I never, ever take something without giving something in return, said the hawk. "And therefore I will give you," what do you think the hawk is going to give? What? A bird? This is what the hawk said. "I am going to give you a feather." And the hawk gave the girl a long gray feather. And she thought, "What good is a feather? My parents will not be pleased when they see this feather." And she walked down the road holding that feather high in the air, when all at once, whoosh! A powerful wind swirled around her and blew the feather far into the sky. She said, "Wind, wind, don't take my feather away. Please give me back my feather." "Oh, I'm very sorry," said the wind. "I'm very, 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 very sorry. Your feather, your feather, it's gone forever. But I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back," said the wind. "And therefore I will give you," what's the wind going to give the girl? What do you think? What do you think? Ah, you think so, the yam. But this is what the wind said. I am going to give you a leaf. And the wind blew a small leaf from the topmost branch of a tree, and it came floating down and landed right in the girl's hand. And she said, now I'm in big trouble. I am in really, really, really big trouble. My parents will be so angry if all I bring them is this little leaf. And she walked down the road with her head down and her shoulders drooped down. All she could think about was the terrible punishment that waited for her when she got back home, when all at once a goat trotted alongside of her and gobbled up the leaf. She said, hey, goat, give me back my leaf. Come on, give it back to me. No way, said the goat. Your leaf is gone forever. But I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I never take something without giving something in return. That wouldn't be right, said the goat. And therefore I will give you a calabash. Do you all know what a calabash is? Oh, you do? Well, in case some of you don't know, a calabash is a large decorated bowl made from a hollowed-out squash. And the goat handed the girl this big round calabash with all kinds of intricate, beautiful designs carved around the outside. And that calabash was filled to the very brim with palm oil. Palm oil. And now the girl was really happy and really excited. She couldn't wait to show her parents what she had, because palm oil is very, very valuable. It's worth a lot of money in the country of Nigeria. And so she started running back home, running as fast as she could, carefully balancing the calabash in her arms so the palm oil wouldn't splash out. She ran into her yard, and she was in such a big hurry to show her parents what she had. She didn't watch where she was going, and she ran smack into a tree in her front yard. It was an old tree that had grown from a small acorn planted by some long-gone ancestor. And when she ran into that tree, the calabash fell out of her hands and broke into thousands and thousands of pieces, and the palm oil spilled out all the way around the bottom of the tree, and now she had nothing. And she thought to herself, I have failed my parents. I've lost everything. First I lost then I lost after that I lost and then I lost and now the calabash is broken, the palm oil is spilled out, there's nothing left. I can't return to my parents empty-handed. It will break their hearts. But the tree said, I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. The tree said, girl, go into your house and get a shovel and come back outside and dig all the way around my roots. If you do that, you will find something very, very valuable. And so the girl ran into her house, and her parents were standing in the doorway. They couldn't wait to see what she had brought them from the marketplace. And as soon as they saw her, they said, what did you get for us? What did you trade our yam for? And the girl said, well, to tell you the truth, I wasn't able to bring you anything, but I've got to get a shovel and dig around a tree in our yard. What are you talking about? Said her parents. What in the world are you talking about? We sent you to the market with our last yam. This was all we had left on the farm. We trusted you to trade it for something valuable. Now you have nothing. You're going to dig around a tree? Yep, I'm afraid so, said the girl. She grabbed the shovel, ran outside. Her parents were so sad, so disappointed, they started to cry. But meanwhile, the girl took that shovel and she started to dig all the way around the bottom of the tree where she had spilled the palm oil. She dug deeper and she dug deeper. She dug deeper and deeper and deeper and until she got to the roots. Now, who can tell me? Raise your hand if you can tell me why roots are so important for the healthy growth of a tree. Yes. Yes, yes, the roots feed the tree with all the water and all the yummy minerals that they bring up from the earth. There's one other reason that roots are very, very important. Okay, yes. Yes, they support the tree, right? They hold it in place so it can grow up towards the sun. And all around those big old roots, deep, deep in the ground, there were hundreds and hundreds of shiny golden coins. And the girl knelt down and she just scooped up a big, big handful of coins and she ran inside. She held them out for her parents to see, and her parents took one look at those coins and they shook their heads. They said, "We don't want stolen property. We are ashamed that you have brought us stolen property. Give it back right now." And the girl put her arms around her parents. She said, "Mother, Father, you are good parents. You raised me to be an honest person, not a thief. Come with me and I will show you where I got this gold." And she took her parents' hands and they walked down the path to that old tree that had grown on their land for generations and generations. And her parents saw those sparkling coins all around the roots. And you know what they did with them? They took a little sack and they filled it up with coins. And they used some of those coins to buy seeds so they could plant new crops on their farm. They used some of those coins to repair their roof because it was caving in. They gave some of the coins to their neighbors, but they weren't greedy. They kept only what was needed. And they covered the rest for a future generation. They left the rest of the gold in the ground for a future girl like you or a future boy like you to discover. And now for the moral of the story. In the country of Nigeria, the people say that you can search for treasure all over this world, but you will always find your most important treasure in your own roots, meaning in your family, in your friends, in your teachers, and all the people in your community who have fed you, who have supported you, who have guided you, and who have believed in you. And now we can say one last time, everybody, I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. I do not take without giving back. And that is the end. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.